Welcome to another episode of Smart Tips. I'm Jeff Gonzalez, and today I'm going to walk you through how you can auto start your tasks based on the predecessor settings within the dependency field type of your table. What does that mean? Let's jump in and find out. Before I dive into the additional functionality required to auto start tasks, I want to first make sure we're on the same page about the dependency field type. In this case, we have it set to standard mode, which implies a finish to start relationship between the tasks that are related. So in this case, we have task 30. Let's go ahead and open this up, waiting on task 29 directly above it. And its successor task is task 60, just two below. What I want to have happen with task 30 is once I have completed task 29, I want it to automatically move task 30 into the status of in process. How can I make that happen? It's actually via a formula and an automation. So let's first dial into this formula. It starts with the count if function. And what we've added the ability for our users to do is dial into the dependency field type to be able to look at or count specific records that fall within the dependency field. In this case, tasks related to each other. And so we're looking at the dependency field type, specifically using this dot notation, the predecessor that we're waiting on, dot the status. So we want to look at the status of those predecessor tasks, and we want to count of them if the status is not equal to complete. And then as far as the count if structure goes, we need to tell it what to count. And so we're going to go ahead and repeat that and say the dependency predecessor tasks. And so all of these equal 0 accurately because they're not waiting on any tasks as of right now. If we scroll down on this list and we go back to that grouping that we were just looking at earlier, we can see that task 60 is in fact waiting on a predecessor task. And which one is that specifically? We're looking at task 30, which is in process right now. We do know that that's not necessarily enough, just the formula itself, to move the status. We actually have to introduce now at this point an automation. And when we look at our automation menu, the setup for this is going to be when a record is updated, specifically that waiting on number field. We want to get an idea of when that changes from anything to equal to 0. And so long as that status is not equal to complete, I include this second line in there just in case you want to be able to manually override and move something into complete. We don't want the system to block you from being able to do so. This is more so just a convenience measure. And what we want to have happen once we have that record update happen and it meets those conditions is we want to move that status to in process. If we watch this live in action, we'll go ahead and move task 30 into complete. We can see task 60 is now in process. I hope this gives you some ideas for how you can up-level your own workflow. If you have any suggestions for what we could do for Smart Tips in the coming weeks, please leave them in the comments below. And always, thanks for watching.